charge of the coronavirus is the one going to start. When you finish, you'll be the next one to speak. So you're going to give us all the announcement.
Okay.
Mon parole est épanoui.
Merci président pour la cause silanga maloba pona makambo etali corona toujours toza kaka kokoba na ko rappeler que toyeba na ko salela toujours ba mesure à distanciation et puis que information au tozwa que ba ko fungola freedom ya niveau ya batu kotambola le 21 juin on dirait que eza un peu na mwa ba retard mwa muke compte tenu ya variant nde yango esali ke ba meka un peu ko prolonger mwa muke. On dirait que le gouvernement est aux Olympiens na moi inquiétude moi muke concernant variant yangwana za vraiment sûreté que le 21 juin ba ko fungola yangwana izo senga que to continuer toujours ko respecter ba normes pour na ko se protéger yangwana moi muke na linga ki ko participer na ko kabolana biso yangwana. Merci président.
Merci beaucoup. Okay, Tokemba Lamoko, Viviana, now we got a time for you to speak, please.
Okay, thank you so much. Firstly, my passport is now at the Congolese embassy. So I'm waiting for that to come back. So hopefully I will be traveling, hopefully, in July.
Oh, Congo is still on the red list. Congo is on the red list. How are you going to do it? Congo is still a country on the red list.
You know, you have to take these risks. I'm taking my risk on your behalf, man. I'm not going as a tourist. I'm going for, as I explained, I think to you before, it's a 4-month project.
Yes.
And it's hopefully going to have government influence. So, as I say, as certain people we know don't have to isolate. If you're a minister or you're an official or a businessman, they are not isolating when they come home. But it's a 4-month project, so I won't be coming home straight away anyway. So firstly, you know, the red zone is not my problem. I will be going as long as I get the visa. My life is in the hands of the Congolese.
Thank you.
That is the way I think of it.
Yes.
Secondly, I'd love to, I don't know if, I'm sure a lot of you know Nobert. Nobert is now officially, I did a testimony on his behalf, he has now officially got his British passport.
Oh, congratulations, Nobert. I know it.
Yeah, so he was waiting for it this morning and he told me he would call me. He hasn't yet called me, but he asked me to write a testimony. And so that is happening. And the third thing is this morning arrived in the post. I don't know if you know this guy. It's called The Second Home. I don't know how many of you know Otis. Do you know Otis Balumu?
No.
No, he was a Congolese. He was all over the British BBC at one point because they tried to deport him, I think last year. And he's a Congolese who came over here in 2017. And he made quite an impact. But the Welsh, they signed a petition of, I think it's several hundred people, 60,000 people signed a petition to the Home Office, and he was granted leave to stay here now. But he's a fantastic guy. He's working. He's written a little book, and it is called The Second Home, which is now available. He's asked me to promote it on his behalf. It's about 3 people. It's about a lady from Pakistan, a lady from Kenya, and himself, and their stories on asylum seekers and the difference between asylum seekers and refugees and immigrants. And all the proceeds is £5 to get this book, and all the proceeds are going to support local charities for asylum seekers and refugees. So it's a fantastic little read. I know the guy. He's a very nice guy. He's now working here because obviously he now has the right to work. But these guys have, obviously, you know so well, the stories are working, has suffered. He was about to be deported, and the Welsh government stopped it along with 60,000 signatures to the Home Office because basically he was a political refugee. You know, he worked for the Congolese. He raised concern of alleged electoral fraud. And of course, he was immediately suspected of spying, and he was put in severe danger, and he was imprisoned and tortured in Congo before he came over here. But it's a fantastic story. He's a fantastic guy. He's helped a few people, I think, in Manchester, who I put him in contact with as well, because he helps other Congolese in the same situation. And so that's his book. It's called The Second Home. So it's a lovely little book.
That's excellent. That's very good. Thank you so much. I look forward to read that book, and I will give my support. We're gonna get. Is it £5? You said.
£5. I will send you the details, Okito, and then you can spread it around, because it's a very simple. It took me 10 minutes to read it because it's a very simple read. Lots of little pictures. It's even got the articles on the back page. On the back pages of the newspaper articles, it was written about them in the newspaper. So, you know, it's a simple read, but it's worth obviously supporting you guys.
We will support him, definitely we will. But as something we don't know him, probably we're going to invite him one day. If you have his detail, we want to see.
Yeah, I'll have. Of course, I will. Well, yeah, I will get you to talk to him, because he goes to speak. He's now speaking in local schools and about the difference between refugees and asylum seekers and immigrants, and you know how they don't just come here to take our jobs. We all know that, but you know all the rubbish that we talk about here as Europeans and white people, especially since Brexit. I think a lot of people have suffered very badly.
We would like to welcome him here one day. We can speak to him so everybody gonna know him. I don't know him. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy. Very jolly guy.
Otis?
Sorry?
I'm asking if anyone in the community heard about him before.
Otis Balungu.
Yeah, I heard about him. I heard about him, but I don't really know him personally.
Yeah, he hides away in Wales. Yeah.
Who said that they heard about him? Douglas and who else?
Sorry?
Me too.
See someone? Someone in
Douglas. Yes, I heard about him.
Yeah.
Okay, we want him to come here so we can speak to him as well, please. I don't know him. A lot of people heard about him.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him. And we really wish you a very good time in Congo if the visa coming. Please don't go before we speak. We would like to speak to you probably. You're not going next week, are you? Probably gonna go.
No, I'm just waiting for my passport to come back, and then I think we've got to arrange the trip. We have already a project. It's on malnutrition.
That's well done.
Project on malnutrition.
Well done, well done. I think we look forward to that, and we're gonna give you our full support.
Thank you.
We know a lot of people in the Bukavu, and we hope we're gonna make you in contact with.
Yeah. Well, obviously, the people I'm working with are they have their small organization, and they're working with malnutrition and you know the horrendous problem, especially with kids, but also educating and talking about FGM along with Mukwege, and you know getting the message out as per normal about that. But it's all talking about diabetes as well, and the impact of diabetes on malnutrition. A lot of education.
When you are there, please, we would like to be in the video conference with Dr. Mukwege. So
no problem.
With him, so we both going to meet in the talk.
Of course.
We would like to him to say him, the man is powerful. We need him in Congo, not like Paul Kagame playing with him.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know what he was talking with Kagame of Rwanda.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in contact because originally I was going to fly to Goma. And I'm just waiting to
Now, Dr. Mukwege, he got all our full support. We really support him. You have to think Kagame, it does not reflect anything for us. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Vivian. All your report. We hope Congolese will give you the visa, and your travel will be really good. You take a very serious risk during this time. We hope Congolese will not recognize what is it.
No problem.
We are very pleased. Okay. Ndeko Simon apesa ki mo abanote na makambo akona so mtu ana parole. Merci beaucoup.
La parole par rapport à la corona.
Yes. Yes.
Par rapport à corona. Par rapport à corona, si peut-être on a été peut-être il y a encore ça la femme tout un peu plus de nani par rapport à parce que c'est comme si on a commencé déjà à vacciner bateau bazar na âge à moins de 30 ans donc pas par rapport à variant on a pending ça pour susciter ma inquiétude dans le gouvernement c'est que non normalement il faut qu'il va lever déjà il y a ma restriction sur les mais suite à variant ndenge eza komata donc infection nango ezomata ezosala ke non le gouvernement aza actuellement na inquiétude pour ça alors ezosenga biso tosserra encore un peu plus les ceintures donc c'est pas biso mpe kotopai normalement nga personnellement je m'attendais tant que déjà next week tozongela baréunion na biso na Prentice Road number 1 c'est comme si ekosalama te. Je ne sais pas qu'est-ce que le président Oloba va prendre.
Oui, merci beaucoup. En tout cas, c'est fort probable Marie-Jeanne.
Ngai pe nazobakisa na yo pe ke ezozonga lisusu makasi balobi ke na bana ya 12 ans bazwaka ba vaccin mais il faut ka to continuer ndenge ndeko Simon alobi ke il fallait kaka kobima il faut komi protéger kaka kozala te kobima sans masque fallait po maladi wana ezoya kaka lisusu balobi ke tina bana ya 12 ans bazwa vaccin.
Merci beaucoup. En tout cas, wana na kanisi to supporter directeur Simon na rapport a enango. Toke sikoyo na soki mutu mususu ana likambo oloba po na diver obia to clôturer awa. En tout cas, dossier à corona ezali kaka komeka kozala na ba masque kana se retrouver 2 fois na bosani masque na bimi na komi libanda na bosani masque na bimi na komi tina voiture na bosani masque na tana boy chance na zana musana na voiture donc tobosa na masque te et tozwa vaccin. OK, merci beaucoup. Alors toke na deuxième oui son excellence beaucoup.
Merci je voulais juste marquer, donner une idée par rapport aux interventions de Viviane. C'est intéressant lorsqu'elle arrive avec des informations comme des projets liés à la malnutrition ou quoi que ce soit. Et je pense que en tant qu'organisation, nous pouvons aussi profiter de ce genre d'informations, de ce partenariat, pour pouvoir canaliser certaines actions. En qualité de professionnel dans le domaine des organisations non gouvernementales, je vais vous informer que l'Est du Congo est bondé de challenges. Bondé, je vous dis. Pendant que les autres parties du pays ont le même problème, mais abandonnés. Et donc, si nous pouvons aussi informer nos partenaires, de voir aussi le sud, le sud-est, le sud-ouest du Congo, par exemple le Bas-Congo, le Kwango, le Kasaï, toutes ces provinces qui sont à la frontière avec l'Angola, il y a une malnutrition très criante et personne n'en parle parce qu'il n'y a pas de guerre, parce qu'il n'y a pas de volcan, parce qu'il n'y a pas... Et pourtant, les problèmes sont nombreux. Donc, ce genre d'opportunités sont réelles et qu'il y a d'autres intervenants qui sont au niveau de l'Est, qui travaillent dans le même domaine. Et lorsque une information pareille arrive, on peut aussi leur demander de jeter un coup d'œil, d'avoir des informations du côté de Kasaï, du côté du Kwango, du côté du Bas-Congo, où il y a une accalmie sur le plan sécuritaire, mais sur le plan alimentaire, sur le plan de santé, ils sont dans une situation très catastrophique, plus que même l'Est.
On en tiendra compte parce que c'est un dossier important et sensible. Mais la plupart des fois, quand les gens demandent, par exemple, des supports ou quand ils ont des projets, ils ont fait déjà les évaluations. Actuellement, pour avoir des supports avec des projets, par exemple, de malnutrition, il faut avoir des évidences. Alors maintenant, c'est que nous pouvons nous préparer comme organisation, c'est-à-dire travailler avec les gens qui sont à l'ouest et avoir des évidences telles que des vidéos vidéos, des photos. Avec ça, on peut travailler avec d'autres organisations quand ils vont aller au Congo, d'en tenir à considération. Et quand les gens demandent, par exemple, Viviane, elle était ici une fois, elle nous avait dit comment ils ont réussi à avoir les funding pour aller assister les jeunes de malnutrition à l'est du pays. Ce n'est pas son argent. Ils ont eu le support d'une organisation, je peux en parler des comiques relief. Il leur a donné un support et c'est avec cet argent qu'ils vont aller voir les enfants qui sont des enfants abandonnés, orphelins de guerre et de plusieurs circonstances à l'Est. Et ils se sont déjà préparés pour ça. Là, je crois que leur demander de dévier la route ou encore de faire beaucoup plus, ça sera demandé beaucoup. Et quand ils ont le support est déjà donné, ils avaient des évidences et c'est ce qu'ils ont donné. Je crois que dans l'avenir, on va essayer de travailler avec nos frères qui sont dans des endroits où il y a vraiment encore la famine, il y a des circonstances difficiles. Et même avant qu'elle rentre, elle sera ici, on va la préparer pour ça. Et pourquoi même travailler avec l'organisation qui sont en train de travailler, leur dire ce que nous pensons et ce que nous pouvons faire avec eux. Quand elle était venue ici, elle a donné le projet, on l'avait demandé s'il y avait moyen que les Congolais puissent l'accompagner. Elle a dit qu'elle parla comme travailleur. Elle-même, elle a aussi demandé de contribuer à cela. Je crois que dans les jours à venir, peut-être, on va essayer de mettre ça en place. Merci beaucoup. Alors là, on a pris beaucoup de temps. C'était important, c'était un dossier important d'ailleurs. Merci, Son Excellence. Viviane va encore venir, on aura un discussion avec elle.